Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are ready for this video. I am super excited. I am doing pretty much a full face of first impressions. There are a few products in here that I have used in the past, but for the majority they are new products for me, and I'm super excited to dive in and see how they work for me. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be going in and priming my face. I'm going to be using the new L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. It is long wear supposedly. It says it smooths and refines canvas. Mattifying primer stops shine and blurs imperfections for a mattifying finish. So I've been wanting to try different primers lately because the other primers I was using, I'm not sure which one. I usually mix primers, but one of them has been breaking me out in hives every single time I upload, like I film. And I've shown you guys in my previous videos that it happens. Like I get hives after I prime my face. So my skin has been kind of dry, so I'm going to be going in with this Fix Plus Gold Lite. Just to give my face a little bit more hydrating look. For my brows, I'm going to be going with my Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to Go. This has become one of my favorite brow products ever. I just wish they would come out with like a darker version of it, because I do love how this leaves my brows, but sometimes I want a more darker brow. But this has been really, really good. So I just go in with an angled brush, and this is the Morphe M156. I definitely have to get my brows done because they are pretty wild right now. I've been trying to slowly grow them out, and I've been doing them on my own. Like I've been tweezing them, like shaving off like the little hairs I don't want. So I've been in and out of the hospital for like the last week. I've been really, really sick, and I've been on bed rest. It's why I haven't really been able to film as much or be active on any of my social medias. I haven't been able to create looks. I legit have not been able to like get out of bed, because as soon as I get out of bed I feel sick, I feel nauseous, and it's been pretty bad. They found a cyst on my ovaries, which I've had cysts before. I had a lot of cysts on my ovaries after I gave birth to my son, and depending on the size, they're pretty painful. And I guess mine is that big where it's just like excruciating pain. Don't worry about my brows. My brows look a little right now, but I will go ahead and clean them up. So I've been in a lot of pain. But they don't want to prescribe me like really strong medication where like I'm gonna get addicted to it. I have Tylenol with codeine, which I haven't even been taking either because I don't want to take that. I'd rather just stick to Tylenol, so I kind of just been dealing with the pain. Okay, so my brows are done. I skipped this part because you guys see me do that part all the time, so I didn't want to bore you and have you guys see it all over again. This is the first impression, so it wasn't a thing that I haven't used, so I didn't want to really incorporate it into this video. I did incorporate the first one just in case. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to be priming my eyes, and I'm going to be using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I honestly can't go without priming my lids now with like a primer and not a concealer. Oh, I kind of just take a good amount of concealer. I really have noticed a big difference in using eyeshadow primer than using concealer, and I noticed it a lot when I started using the James Charles palette. I don't know if you guys have seen that video. I did a comparison of using a primer and a concealer, and it really is a difference. And I got my friend on that like thing too, like because she had used the James Charles palette with a concealer and she didn't like it. And she's like, I'm not really liking this palette. It's not really working well. And I asked her, I was like, did you use a primer? Did you use a concealer? She used a concealer. And then for eye mats, I told her, I was like, get the Painterly paint pot, like, and use the palette again. And ever since then, she has loved the palette. Ever since she started using the primer. So it definitely does make a difference. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be trying out today is this. I'm so excited. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection and Casey Holmes collaboration. Casey Holmes has been one of my favorite YouTubers since I started watching YouTube. And honestly, I think I've gotten every single one of her collections except the liquid lips that she came out with. I can't even remember who she came out with, but I know it was available at Sally's. I don't know if that's available anymore. So this is a collection she came out with. It comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. She created this highlight for this palette, for this collaboration, and she also created these 4 eyeshadows. And I believe she created this lip cream. And then this is this has already been around. This is a little perfume that smells like butter. It actually smells pretty good. I did try it out already. Okay, so the butter highlighter and the 4 eyeshadows and the lip cream are limited edition. So those aren't things that they already had. Those are things that she created with them. And then she just added the bronzer and the blush and the perfume. So let's just get right into it. So I'm going to go in with No Filter, which is this shade right here. These are pretty pigmented. So these blend out really nicely so far. Okay, these are blending out really, really good. They are definitely very buttery, very blendable. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with the M456, which is this little shader brush right here. I'm going to go in with this one, and this is Drop It Like It's Hot. I'm just going to go ahead and deepen up the outer corner. So I'm going to go in and cut my crease. Okay, so I cut my crease. I'm going to be going in with this Pom Pom shade, which is this nice green right here. And I just put that all over my lid. So it's not that pigmented on the brush. But let's see if it's pigmented. Okay, it is nice. And I just have to build it up a little bit. It's definitely a very nice shade. You just definitely have to build it up to get that metallic finish. So I'm going to go back in with the first shade just because I got a little bit of concealer above the area I didn't want concealer. So I'm trying to cover that up. Other than that, you guys, I really, really like the formula of these eyeshadows. I just wish like the pom-poms was just a tad bit more pigmented, but other than that, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go in with Drop It Like It's Hot just to deepen up the inner corner and kind of just mesh it all together. Okay, so I went ahead and I did the other eye off camera and I did my bottom lash line. So I'm going to get into the foundation now. And for today, I'm going to be trying out the new Loreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I've heard mixed reviews about this. Some people like it, some people don't. We will see how I like it. You know your girl loves her full coverage. So I'm just going to dab it all over my face. It is very watery. Like, I can just feel it when I have it on my hand. Definitely does have a very strong perfume smell, and I'm not sure if I really like that. I can go with like perfume smells on stuff as long as they're not very strong. But this one's pretty overpowering, to be honest. The coverage is pretty great. I mean, it's a medium to buildable full coverage foundation. So the coverage is pretty nice. with that second layer, definitely. I feel like I did get a pretty good shade for my skin tone. I have such a difficult time with like the area around my nose. The set in this foundation, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So this is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. So I'm going to go in with this concealer. I heard it's really good. My friends really like it. I haven't tried it out yet, so I'm pretty excited. It does look full coverage. It's not as thick as the Tarte Shape Tape, so that's kind of nice. So when it comes to like getting really close to my eyeshadow, I don't go in with my beauty blender. I go in with a little brush. So I'm going to go in with this tiny little brush to blend out the rest of the concealer. And this is a Morphe E62. So then I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used to blend out the bottom lash line, just so I can kind of make it a little more seamless, because right now it looks pretty harsh with the concealer. I feel like I went a little too far below with my eyeshadow on the lower lash line, but I'm just going to use this little brush kind of just to help blend it out a little more. So I feel like that looks a little bit better. Set my concealer with the Loreal translucent powder. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go bronze my face, and I'm going to be using the bronzer that comes in this collection, which I believe is a regular butter bronzer. Yeah, so it is bronzer right here. I'm going to be going in with this and bronzing the rest of my face. Bronzing my whole face. And I'm be taking my favorite brush, which is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH06. I really enjoy this brush. I've never used the butter bronzers. I've always wanted to try it, but I've never like bought it. I just feel like for the price it's a little pricey for a drugstore, but when I found out she was coming out with this collection, I was like, I need to have it. So it looks really nice. It looks really nice. It really blended out really nicely. So I can see why so many people love this bronzer. And it doesn't give you like that muddy look. It just looks like a really natural bronzer. It just gives you like that sun-kissed bronzy look. I'm looking for it right now. It even did pretty well with like the dry patches I have on this side of my face. I'm going to go ahead and bronze just a little bit on my forehead. I know I don't need much because I have a pretty small forehead, and plus I have bangs right now, so it's going to cover it anyways. But I like bronzing my forehead anyways. So I'm really liking this collection so far. So I'm going to go in with the blush just because it's there. I don't really tend to go for blushes very often, but I will since it's in this box. So I'm going to be going in with this butter blush in Copper Cabana. It's a very nice pinky blush. It does look like it has a bit of shimmer. So I'm not going to go in with much, just a very little bit on my brush, and just swipe it on the apples of my cheeks. Which actually, it's very nice because it gives you that like very small pinch of rosy, like a rosy color on your cheeks. So what do you guys think so far? It looks pretty good, huh? I'm actually pretty obsessed. So I'm going to go in with the highlighter, and this is a butter highlighter in Just Beachy, and this is limited edition, so I'm guessing this is like from her thing. Ooh, that is really nice. Very pigmented, very nice. Whoa. Alright, Casey, I see. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, shit. It's getting everywhere though. That is actually very nice. I really like this highlighter. It is definitely very pigmented. It's a really gorgeous. So then I'm going to go and bronze, well, contour my nose a little bit with the same bronzer. I definitely feel really powdery right now, so I'm going to definitely spray myself with some Fix Plus to fix that. I use my beauty blender to just blend out the contour just a little more because I don't like that harsh contour all the time. So I'm going to go in with that and back into the highlighter and highlight my nose. I'm going to be going in with the Queen Bee lashes from Koko lashes. These are really one of my favorite lashes. I really like these lashes because I never really have to cut them. But I might have to cut these because these seem longer than usual. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm going to be using the Duo Lash Glue. Today I'm going to be trying a new mascara. It's not new, but it's new for me. It's the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. And I'm just going to be coating my lashes before I put my false lashes on. I just added some black onto my waterline, and this is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Swerve. I really like that black eyeliner. I feel like it's the best eyeliner that has ever worked for me. So the next thing I'm going to do is my lips, and I'm going to be using that lip cream from the Holmes Collab. Definitely really buttery and glossy. Definitely very glossy and buttery. It's not very pigmented. Like, I can still see like my lips under it, like my natural lip color under it. But I really like it so far. I really like how this look came out in general. I just gotta put some mascara on the bottom lash line and we will be done. Oh, and I have to spray my face. Duh. And then go ahead and spray this so that my face doesn't look completely powdery. It all kind of just melts in. Alright, so I'm going to go do my hair real quick off camera and I will be right back. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. I know you guys can't really see my eyeshadow, but let me just move my bangs real quick so you guys can see my eyeshadow. This is the finished look. I really do love how this whole entire look came out. I'm very impressed so far by all the products I have used. The only thing, just part this way, little hairs. That's why I hate getting like full on bangs, because then you can't really see my face. The only thing is that I would probably wear a liquid lipstick under the lip cream just to give it more of an intense look, because I can still see my actual natural lips under it. These shadows blended out amazingly. I really loved it. The highlight is gorgeous. Everything just blended out really nicely. Everything blended out just like butter. And the foundation and concealer are holding up pretty nicely so far. The perfume in the foundation is a little intense, but it's something I can handle. At least I hope I can. We will see throughout the day if it aggravates my allergies or not. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And I mean, I will be checking in a few, so see you in a bit. All right, hey you guys, so it has been about, let's see, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It has been almost 5 hours since I did my makeup. I'm sorry I didn't check in right away. Let me just zoom you guys in a little bit just so you guys can see the makeup. So the makeup is holding out pretty well. Actually, let me just grab my camera. So the makeup is actually holding up. The makeup is actually holding up pretty well. Let's see, you guys can see. It's just like right here, I feel like my concealer kind of just went away. But on this side, it's still pretty good. I'm in love with the eyeshadows. I just feel like maybe the concealer won't work for me, or maybe it's the concealer and the foundation together. So I would have to try out the concealer with one of my go-to foundations. So maybe I can do another review on that. But everything else looks pretty good. Except right here, my lash is falling off because your girl has been crying. But even with me crying, My makeup still looks pretty good. I really like the foundation, although it is cracking right here, which I mean it always does. So you guys can see like right here, it's cracking. And here. I just feel like the mattifying primer didn't do what I wanted it to do. It didn't really mattify my face or like blur any imperfections out. So I don't really think I'll like the primer. So I'm probably gonna go and return that, to be honest with you. And my lash is really bothering me. So I will be doing another check-in. It'll probably be my last check-in since it is pretty late. It's 3:51, so it's 4 o'clock, and I'm probably gonna end my day around 6 or 7, just because I have not been feeling so well lately, and I've been needing my rest. I've been needing my rest a lot lately. Things have come up in my life that have required me to be on bed rest, but you guys will hear more about that soon, I promise. But yeah, so I will probably check in with you guys on my regular camera in my filming area. So far I really like the Holmes collab with Physicians Formula. I'm not 100% sure if I like the foundation or the concealer. I would have to try it out in a different video with a different primer, and then probably the concealer with a different foundation, or maybe it's just the primer all in all that isn't helping any of it, but we will see. So I will see you guys in a bit. All right, you guys, so it is about 8 o'clock p.m. so I'm gonna end the video here. This is my last check-in. So far I really do like the makeup. I'm just not a huge fan of the foundation, to be quite honest with you. It has broken up all over my nose, and I set my nose pretty damn well, so I know it's not that. So it is definitely the foundation, and it's just cracking everywhere. And the primer, I definitely didn't like the primer. It just didn't really mattify or blur my imperfections, so I just feel like it didn't do anything for my skin at all, anything to where like my makeup was gonna look better with it. So I'm definitely gonna return that. The eyeshadow, I really love the eyeshadow. It stayed on. I mean, it blended out really well. The only issue is like there's not much of a variety you can do with just 4 eyeshadows. But all in all, I think it was a great collaboration. All in all, that whole collaboration I really did love. I really love the highlight and the bronzer. Like I said, I have never tried the bronzer, so I was actually pretty happy that it worked out pretty well for me. Alright, you guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions. And if you guys try out any of these new products, let me know in the comments down below on how you like the products. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because your girl is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so close. I'm at 700 subscribers, and honestly, I am so happy for everyone that watches my videos and gives me suggestions of what I can do better and suggestions of videos. So thank you all for your support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!